Restoration and rehabilitation were the focus of our next award as well, the First Congregational Church of Long Beach. The church has long been an active presence in downtown Long Beach, and the 1914 Italian Romanesque Revival church building is a Long Beach historical landmark and is listed on the National Register of Historic Places. Project work included low-pressure steam cleaning of the brick and terracotta masonry to reveal the full range of deterioration problems, needed repairs, and hazardous materials identification and abatement. It was discovered that damaging impacts of long-standing severe seismic and systemic steel corrosion problems had fractured the terracotta tracery of the building's large rose window. Few terracotta rose windows have ever been dismantled, repaired, and restored due to the complexity and fragility of their multi-layered tracery system. The project design team devised a circular structural armature of seismically robust stainless steel for the rose window to emulate the original anchoring system behind the terracotta and firmly attach it to the surrounding brickwork. The cleaned and repaired stained glass was reinstated and the extant mahogany fascia repaired, as well as the decorative plaster frieze. The project had strong community support, with Long Beach Heritage holding open day events for the public to see and learn about the project, and the church sponsoring educational and fundraising events as well to support the preservation effort. The rehabilitation project has ensured the First Congregational Church of Long Beach remains an active and valued landmark in the community for decades to come. We are pleased to award this well-executed project with a 2022 Governor's Historic Preservation Award.
Hi, my name is Kara Varnell, and I am a co-chair of the Historic Preservation Committee, and I'm here today with my colleagues, Dorothy King, who is chair of the Historic Preservation Development Committee, and Steve Crow, who's on that committee, but he is also the church treasurer, as well as John Fiddler, who I will speak about in a minute. So we're here today on behalf of a congregation of about 400 people, and we are absolutely honored to be accepting this award. Sorry, I'm reading off my phone, and I'm sorry. I have to make it a little bit bigger. It was harder than I thought. I was prepared for it to be easy, but it's not. Anyway, we are deeply grateful for the State Historic Preservation Office and the Governor for this high honor. And preserving our east facade has been a journey of discovery and learning for the entire congregation. First Congregational Church is the oldest building in downtown Long Beach to still serve the purpose for which it was built. We haven't turned into condos, and we're not a nightclub. And not only that, it's the same congregation, obviously not the same people, but the same congregation with the same shared values, dedicated to serving the greater community. From its inception, it was intended to be more than just a church built for Sunday service. For 110 years, it has provided the public with a beautiful space for concerts, theater, public debates, social justice events, meeting places for the likes of Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts, and things like that. But on its 100th birthday, it was showing some very serious signs of disintegration to its beautiful exterior, most especially to the decorative terracotta elements. especially those columns around the sanctuary windows. Oh, we don't see it over on the, you saw it on the other picture. There were columns, the terracotta columns were beginning to collapse into their bases. It was kind of scary. And we knew that we had to do something soon, but we didn't really know what. I am by profession an art conservator, but I specialize in textiles, not brick and mortar. So we weren't exactly sure where to start. But you have to start. And so actually it started with a pinky swear. There was a 17-year-old mentee I had, young woman who was part of our church, who wanted to be a conservator. And so one summer, we were working together. I was her mentor, and we were working together taking gears of duct tape residue off of the brass rail. And we talked about the building and how much we loved the building. And then we made a pinky swear that we were going to save the building. We didn't know how, but we were going to save the building. And that was the beginning of us stumbling around, because I didn't know where to start. I can start with an art project, and I do look at it like a giant piece of art, but I didn't know where to start. So we got bids we connected with some local contractors, and we got bids, and then we did an incredible capital campaign within our very small church community and raised what we thought would be sufficient funds. But we didn't actually have a concise plan to move forward. We didn't really know what we were doing. It wasn't until Allison King, that sweet mentee, who by this point was preparing for graduate school, that she connected with somebody who connected her to somebody who connected us with John Fiddler, who is, I like to say, our preservation guru. Without John, we would still be stumbling. And actually, without John, our building would still be crumbling, but it's not. John patiently worked with us to devise a plan, suggesting we start with the east facade. We were short of funds. Once that was approved, he brought in Gampolini Courtney Masonry Restoration Company out of Emeryville, and they functioned as the general contractors. Rosa Lowinger and her team at RLA Conservation are architectural conservators. Caitlin Driscoll and Bob McKnight from Driscoll's Studios were the architects, and then our friends Eric Stovner from Critical Structures. They're a structural engineering company in Long Beach, and we'd worked with them in the past. So they were brought in, and then Mike Oates from J. Michael Designs. There are stained glass conservators, so they were also involved in the project. And then finally, the incredible people at Darwin Terracotta Limited out of England, who did an amazing job matching the color of our terracotta. I never imagined how challenging that was going to be, but they did it, and it's beautiful. So we worked with these amazing people, and then there was one person in the church who kind of worked with that incredible team of experts, and that was Sam Johnson, and he's a longtime member of the church. So we had this team, we did it, and the results are incredible. And our downtown, as it is renovated and renewed with sparkly glass and steel structures, our beautiful brick and terracotta building stands happily and proudly on the corner of 3rd and Cedar, and it will continue to be the link between Long Beach's past, its present, and its future. It's really beautiful. I welcome you all to come. So from all of us at First Church, we'd just like to thank all the people who reviewed our proposals and chose us for this incredible honor.